Coming up in this episode. British public, I implore you to rob, steal, maybe pillage on our behalf.
Oh, they've got a nice community. They're a cult. They're just a nice cult.
Yeah, they haven't killed anyone yet.
And then as soon as the community kills,
Fucks up.
it's a cult.
Rather than us getting people to kill for us, we get them to go out and just fucking tickle people and shit. All that, Dan, yeah.
Yeah, usually the leader, he starts, talking to Jesus. And, I'm getting a message. Get your wife round. Like, what?
But apparently each woman was instructed to say, "Master, please brand me. It would be an honour." Fucking branded. It's one thing to be tattooed. Fucking branded.
So we had 18,000 people involved in it.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Across the whole of North America.
Take 400 quid, fucking, I've done that on a night out. Right, 400 quid.
Don't get me wrong, it's a fucking cool story.
Cool reality, I think you mean.
Well, that's what they'd lead you to believe.
Berg promoted and encouraged the sexualisation. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Four,
scared.
3, 2, 1.
Atma, how we doing? We're back with cults.
Oof.
Something I one day hope to turn Atma into. It would be amazing.
A cult.
It would be amazing. Although when we go through some of these cults that we've got lined up today, I mean, not a lot of them end well. We'll say that much.
That's usually a thing with a cult, isn't it?
Yeah, it tends to be like all hunky-dory, then just mass suicide out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Check the
Yeah.
punch bowl. It's probably got cyanide, is all I'll say.
Is there any cults that have ended? I'm not sure we'll find out, but ended nicely.
But then do they only get called
Yeah,
a
they
cult
have to hit the headlines, don't they?
to become a cult? Is that what I'm saying? Is
They've got to be
it a
negative.
community until it's a cult?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit...
Because I always think like, they've got a nice community. They're a cult. They're just a nice cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't killed anyone yet.
And then as soon as the community kills,
Fucks up.
it's a cult.
Yeah. It's gone from community to cult just with one bullet.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So maybe
One
cult.
little death.
Can you get a nice
Yeah.
cult? That's what I'm trying to think. about
Could
doing.
we be the pioneers of the first ever nice
Yeah.
cult?
The nice cult.
Yeah, the nice
You know what
cult.
I mean? Rather than us getting, people to kill for us, we get them to go out and just fucking tickle people and
Shoplift.
shit. All that, Dan, yeah.
Love it.
Don't kill, but just go get some money.
To be fair, yeah, a little team of
See that Tesco's just getting rammed.
But give me like,
Sit Atma shirts. Just so fucking...
did it for Atma. I don't,
Who the fuck's robbing the shop? I don't know, but
Don't
they've all got
recommend
significant
shoplifting.
To be
shirts.
fair, right, I would like to throw out there, if you do want to go out and steal some stuff and send it to us, I would love to see what arrives.
Is that?
Let's set up a PO box now.
That'd be class.
Would we?
I tell you, we should
Well,
go
you
out.
couldn't get done. Yeah.
In under 2 minutes, we've
Jimmy
created a
did just
cult.
directly ask them to do it. So
British public,
Look,
I implore you to rob, steal, maybe pillage on our behalf.
maybe we go out and steal stuff for them as well. And it's
Robin Hood!
I was just thinking, what about
worse.
if we give it to charity?
Or if we steal from the charities and then give to the charities.
Why don't we steal from charity shops?
And then give it to the Atma.
Steal from cancer research and give it to fucking Bernardo's.
steal
Yeah.
from the charity shops, sell it on the middle aisle. We're joking, I think.
This is 100% probably the best idea I've ever had.
Terms and conditions apply.
All I'm saying is, right, just imagine it. They've been out on the rob. The Atma have been out on the rob, right? And then they send in stuff into we don't know what it is, and then we open it live on the pod. That would be.
It would be exciting.
Well, imagine, yeah.
I know what would be good.
What's that?
They go out and steal, send it in,
We sell
but
it.
then we post it back to the people they stole from and go, look, like
Update your security.
security. That would be fucking. Because then everyone's a winner.
Yeah,
Everyone's a winner.
we're like the white hats of
Yeah.
with the hackers. They have the white hats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like hack
We're
the
like,
government and
yeah,
then
but this
hire
is
me.
like physical hacking now. They took it to a new level. They took it to
This
a new
is
level.
illegal.
Nah, I think
Drop
that's,
kick
so
your window
fun.
with
I think
and
that's
take your
okay.
fat
I
TV.
think that's legal.
It's that physical.
to do that.
So,
I
4
like
minutes.
I like
in.
how we went from let's make a good cult to
It is a
that,
good
that
cult.
Yeah.
involves.
That's how all cults start.
Yeah, I think that's you're right.
Yeah,
we'll
I'm
start
sure
with Steven.
all
Start-
cults start with Steve.
I think
shit.
it starts off good and everyone's happy. It's a nice community, and then like
See?
all of a sudden,
All,
they're like,
all of
"Oh,
a sudden, the
we've got-
cult leader wants to shag
we've
everyone's
got a
wives.
bit of power. Yeah, it's like your daughters.
Yeah, we ain't interested in the shagging.
That's what they're like, isn't they? They're just fucking
Like what?
weirdos.
Oh, you know that?
No, they do that. They start off, don't they? They get like
Subtle.
one wife, then 2 wives.
Not
and
your
then
wife.
Yeah. No, they progress down. I've seen the
Just
progress.
minions.
They take everyone. That's it.
They rob the wife.
They take it all. They take it all.
They're horrible. Horrible
Anyway,
cults.
Cults.
Oh dear.
Is there any good cults?
No.
No?
I'm on it.
Aware of. Yeah, I'll Google that. I want to know. Is there
Oh,
any like
what is a good
friendly
cult?
cults? Oh man.
It's a
Fuck,
community,
that's
isn't
funny
it?
as
It's a
fuck,
community.
man. Yeah, I think they're just like a community that just go too far. There often has like a religious undertone
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't like
in
that.
a lot
Yeah,
of
usually the leader, he starts, talking to Jesus and that,
Yeah,
doesn't he?
because yeah.
Oh, I'm getting a message.
Fuck off,
Get your
mate.
wife round. It's like, what?
yeah, how does that make
Out of the
sense?
blue.
Pretty sure Jesus didn't ask you
For
to,
all the wives.
Yeah, to get your wives round.
Are you
Yeah.
questioning the word of Jesus?
Yeah.
yeah, he wants to know
Let me plough your wife.
your wife's bra size, please. Fucking hell. Yeah, we've got a load. I mean, the ones I've got, they're not nice from what I can see. I was going to start with one called NXIVM.
That sounds good.
NXIVM, but it's spelt NXIVM.
Nice.
Yeah.
Classic.
It was started by a guy called Keith. Nothing wrong with the name Keith, but
Humble beginnings.
yeah, Keith Ranieri.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
There you go.
He
He's a
saved
tinker
it.
man.
Started off a bit normal.
Yeah, Ranieri.
I've never heard
Keith.
such an English and such a Italian name combined
Yeah.
into one name.
Innit?
Keith Ranieri.
I just a quick.
It's like fucking
No wonder he
John
started a cult.
Lorenzo. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. No, and this, I mean, honestly, no disrespect to anyone called Keith. Okay,
Gary
but
Gomez.
I cannot. Like, so Dan, you have 2 children, right?
Yeah.
How do you? I know you've got 2 girls, but
Yeah.
how do you look at a newborn and go, Keith?
Yeah.
How does that work? Do you know what I mean?
Well, my daughter that's called Keith. It's not gone down well. She there's a bit of
She's
backlash now she's older. I know what you mean. It's like I always think, yeah, those sort of names for a baby.
Yeah, like Barry.
Yeah.
But the
Baby
thing is,
Barry.
I think it's dependent on the second name as well. Like, if it's Smith and it's like it's just Keith Smith, it looks like Keith
Yeah.
Smith. But if your second name's Ranieri, at least go a little bit
Exotic.
Yeah, like Claudio Ranieri.
Yeah, beautiful.
But that is who's sitting. Are there any
Waluigi.
babies in 2020, 2021 called Barry or Keith? Like
I think
who's
it's dying out.
who's named?
Gary,
I'm on it.
Yeah.
those sort of things.
Gary.
They do die out, don't they?
But the thing is,
Yeah.
if you
Rightly
do
so.
call your child that in 15 years at school, the name Keith won't even exist, and they'll be like,
Yeah, it'd be cool.
They'll be like,
Yeah.
they'll have the
indie.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
all the the Billies and that. There's loads of them. They become the new Keiths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So if you
Yeah.
do call your son Keith, he's gonna be. They'll be like, where's that? Is that
Yeah.
is that an Italian name? Because there'll be none. No one will know. Yeah.
Keith Ranieri.
They'll
Yeah.
be like Keith Ranieri. Like, yeah, he's
But yeah, I always say you got to look at a little baby when it's an adult name.
Yeah.
It's quite funny, isn't it?
Yeah. I just think I can't see it.
Keith.
Keith. You got Keith. Kevin. Barry. Just all them. Oh man.
because
just
we're
don't get
getting
it.
we might be getting a new Chihuahua soon, and
You're gonna call it Keith.
no, I'm gonna call it Brenda. Yeah.
Nice.
Just
Roger
gonna go
Brenda.
for it because I just
Yeah.
think no one calls their dog Brenda, do they?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for it.
Nice.
Little Brenda,
Bonnie and Brenda.
Brenda.
Bonnie and Brenda.
See that kind of like
It does roll off the tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think, and no one else. If I shout Brenda down the beach,
Yeah.
it's not like 10 dogs are gonna come running over.
It's very
Just a load of
true.
nans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or nobody. Because just no one's called Brenda. Yeah.
Oh man,
Brenda.
fucking hell! But yeah, everyone out there, if you're expecting, just give it a solid thought as to what you're calling your kids, please.
Keith.
No more Keiths, please. But yeah, this Keith Raniere, he started NXIVM. I'll give him this much: the name of the cult is cool. In 1998. Positioning the group as a self-help organisation with workshops and classes on empowerment. NXIVM went on to amass 18,000 followers across North America until 2017, when NXIVM members came forward exposing the abusive practices of a secret society within the group. Women were recruited under the false pretense that they were joining a sisterhood of sorts, but it ended up being a sex cult. A pyramid scheme existed within the group. This is literally like a sex Avon, right? Absolutely insane.
Avon through the mud.
Sorry. Yeah, a pyramid scheme existed within the group with Raniere, who members called Vanguard, get to name yourself, at the top, Masters, who recruited other women to the secretive group, and at the bottom were the newest recruits, who were referred to as slaves.
Nice. Wow.
A former member said that in order to be admitted to the secret club, she had to give her master naked photos and other compromising documents that would be used as blackmail if she ever told anyone about the group's existence. She was told that another part of the initiation process was getting a small tattoo, but instead of a tattoo, they were actually branded. I believe that this cult. There was an actress on Smallville, the Superman series on Channel 4, and it turns out she was actually part of it. She's got that brand.
Shit brand.
Yeah. It's not quite the Atma logo, is it? You know what I mean?
Get your brand and spot on first. Yeah. And then,
so that includes Raniere's initials, apparently. So it must be a K and an R. Right above the pelvic area.
Do you reckon he was Keith with a V in there? Do you reckon he chucked a little like Nef? Like, what's it called?
NXIVM. I think they replace like E's and A's and stuff with X.
So he's Keith.
What was the initial? What's the initial attraction
of him?
With him, what did he have?
Yeah.
Did he have any money? Did he?
I don't know. I think he just amassed a big following because he was just like, we're going to make you better and all the rest of it.
He just preyed on the weak sort of thing.
Well, I think this is something we'll discover today. I think that's kind of a running theme. Like with cults and stuff, they often, they're vulnerable, lost people looking to belong, and they just get inducted into these fucking crazy ass stuff. But apparently each woman was instructed to say, "Master, please brand me. It would be an honor." Fucking branded. It's one thing to be tattooed. Fucking branded. In 2020, Raniere was tried in court, where more than a dozen women came forward with statements regarding his psychological and sexual abuse. He was convicted of many crimes, including sex trafficking, racketeering, and child pornography. He was a pedo. Victims were as young as 15 years old. Raniere was sentenced to life in prison, but in court filing in September, his lawyers wrote, he is not sorry for his conduct or his choices. In October, the docuseries Seduced Inside the NXIVM Cult premiered on Starz, documenting the stories and experiences of former members and exposing Raniere's abusive, manipulative practices. This is a lot of cults. We'll get into all different ones, but this is like in a nutshell. Just they just manipulate people.
So we had 18,000 people involved in this. That's fucking crazy.
Across the whole of North America.
Yeah, that is mental.
Which is absolutely crazy. This one was like heavy, like sex cult. You know what I mean?
Was it that obviously the 18,000 people wouldn't have known that the initial bit of it would have been like, say, the workshops and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
As it got further up the ladder, it went a bit darker.
Yeah. So it says here that NXIVM drew upon a 12-point mission statement, which participants recited during classes, pledging to purge themselves of all parasites and envy-based habits. So to enroll others and to ethically control as much of the money, wealth, and resources of the world as possible within my successive plan. So it's basically just to kind of make yourself better, but you had to pay $7,500 to be in. That's another thing. They take a lot of your money. There's relationship help, but there's all sorts of weird modules. Like there is actually a module within this cult program on Dracula and ghouls. So There's lots of really weird shit.
It's a red flag, that.
Yeah, in this cult.
I always find with these cults is a lot of what they preach, all the stuff they preach and stuff to get in. They're doing exactly the opposite at the top.
Yeah.
The leader, like, do you know what I mean? It's usually
absolutely.
Everything I'm doing, we preach not to do.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. And it was American actress Alison Mack. That is the one from Smallville. She pleaded guilty to racketeering charges in April 2019 because of this cult.
Oh shit! What? So she was in Smallville.
Yeah,
she was in the cult.
Yeah. It's crazy. There's one I think I asked you to look into, didn't I? Which we'll do in a bit. Obviously, we've all heard of Scientology. I don't know if that's disrespectful because Scientology is a religion, not a cult, but it's definitely a cult. But you know, that's that. You know, you got like Tom Cruise and stuff. I mean, they do literally send like people in Men in Black like after you and like fucking snipers and shit. But it's in America. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Right. That was NXIVM, and that all got a bit crazy. The next one is Angel's Landing. Angel's Landing is the name of the 20-acre compound outside Wichita in Kansas, where Lou Castro and a small group of people lived in an inexplicably extravagant life in the early 2000s. Castro's followers were convinced that he was an angel and a seer who could look into the future and know when you were going to die. So he convinced people that he could see all this shit. Already suspicious of Castro's luxury vehicles and money that no one could explain, local law enforcement took an active interest when Patricia Hughes, a member of the Angel's Landing community, tragically turned up dead on the compound in 2003. Then, when Patricia's husband died in a freak accident in 2006, local detective Ron Goodwin dove into every bit of personal and financial information he could find on the people living at Angel's Landing. What he found was incredibly disturbing. Expensive life insurance policies were taken out on all the people in Castro's circle and were cashed in by the members when someone in the makeshift family accidentally died. This pattern occurred every 2.5 years, but the detective couldn't find any records for the mysterious leader Castro. In 2010, Castro moved from Kansas to Tennessee and adopted a new identity, but he was soon arrested by the FBI for aggravated identity theft and fraudulent use of social security numbers. But during his 2-year stint in federal prison, the FBI discovered that Lou Castro was really Daniel Perez, a man from Texas with many police reports, including a case involving sex crimes against 2 girls, very young. Through interviews with members of the commune, they uncovered Perez's sexual abuse of women and girls at Angel's Landing, including Sarah McGrath, who allegedly was raped by Perez. Sadly, she was just one of his many victims. More witnesses came forward accusing Perez of abuse and fingering him for the murder of Patricia Hughes. Perez was charged with 28 felonies, and in 2015, he was convicted on all accounts and sentenced to 80 years in prison. So this guy, convinced people he was an angel, took life insurance out on everyone, and every few years had them killed, and was sexually abusing everyone. It's just like, I mean, no disrespect at all to anyone that falls for these people. But like, do you know what I mean? Like, what sort of condition have you got to be in mentally to fall for this?
I always think like, how do you fucking even go and do that as well? Like, that's like,
yeah.
I'm not saying like, but like for him to have the balls to go, right, this is my plan. This is what I'm going to do. Like,
I'm going to convince people.
I'm going to convince people that I am
an angel.
That's already mental. Yeah. But then all the other stuff on top of that is like, they've got to be, again, like psychopaths to be able to even believe that you could possibly do that.
To be fair as well, like that, it's so, like say, if you got someone who's a little bit broken or whatever, it's so inconceivable that someone would be murdering people on a date, like saying that it's going to happen and then doing it. You just couldn't believe that someone would do that on multiple occasions. That you're like, oh, like if someone's like, I can, he's unfortunately going to die, you'd be like, fucking hell, he keeps getting this right.
That's true.
It would be hard to go, well, this guy, I mean, it makes sense, he's a fucking murderer, but there would be lots of people who believe that he can see into the future.
And also from his point of view, I mean, I think if you can convince people you're a fucking angel, That would give you a god complex, wouldn't it? It'd be like, I could do whatever the fuck I want with these people, which obviously he did. But yeah, it's just like, what on earth? But kind of linchpin in that was kind of not so much the religious angle, but obviously angels and all that good jazz.
I just don't know how someone could look at someone and be like, I want to take life insurance out on them and then kill them.
Oh, I know, it's fucked, isn't it?
He just sees humans as like, money. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't see people as humans, which is, I just can't wrap my head around that because it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's so
dark.
It's like
so dark.
There's premeditated, and then there's probably he's doing that, and it's like they've not even like pissed him off or anything. He's literally just like, I can make like 50, 60 grand out of that person,
He's
and then
got the spreadsheet out.
then wait it out.
Yeah,
it's so dark.
While he's in their community.
Yeah, and they probably like. For one of a better, worship him. So they're really nice to him as well. And he's the whole time he's like, I'm gonna fucking push you off.
I mean,
a
that
ladder.
is. They should just kill the fucker, shouldn't they?
That's it. He's a worm, Dan. He's a worm.
I mean, he might even be like leveling up from a worm.
It's a maggot.
Cool fuck. What's a level up from a worm?
I don't know what a level up from a worm is.
Tape worm.
A level down.
It either level down or
a
like a level up would be a snake. A level down would be a maggot, I guess. He's more of a maggot.
He's a maggot.
Snakes aren't good.
He's a maggot.
Yeah.
Did it say how he killed the people?
No, but he made them look like accidents, so the insurance paid out.
I wondered if it goes through their head, like the moment that they figure out. Fuck.
He's fucking dumb.
Hang on. He said I was going to die by falling off a ladder. I'm now painting the second story of this house on the outside. Hello, Castro. What are you doing? Fucking
the thing is,
you know I'm going to die on a ladder, so why am I painting?
It's almost like you want me to die.
I thought I should be avoiding all the ladders. Not getting on all the ladders.
Yeah.
Can't we just get rid of all the ladders on the complex just for today? if I'm obviously going to die on a ladder, he's like,
today.
No, up you go.
If anything, mate, I've ordered a load in. We've got a pallet full of ladders coming in, mate.
If he's like, you're going to die, maybe he doesn't tell them, maybe he just tells everyone else. He seems sneaky.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he says, look, you're going to die on this day, whatever, you'd be like, well, I'm fucking just getting out of here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? On that day, I'll make sure I'm just locked like in a room that's got some food and breathable air and where shit won't go wrong.
Yeah, 100%.
I love how you was really, as you was saying that, you was like breathable air.
What else do I need?
Locked
food.
doors.
Prison.
He'll get you, mate.
Knows his stuff.
He's going to get you.
Don't worry.
He'll burn the whole house down.
I'd lock myself in here.
He'll smoke you out.
He'll just scribble out what he said on the insurance form. Is that he'll change it from falling off ladder to fucking being burned alive.
Locked in a room. Locked in a room.
Sorry,
Till
I
he
forgot
suffocated.
how he died.
Till they fucking suffocated. But
Head dived into the floor.
Fuck's sake. Yeah, that's Castro. Son of a bitch. The Children of God.
Son of a bitch.
Initially called Teens for Christ, Children of God was founded in 1968 by Children of God coming to Crypto Creatures Season 4. No, I'm joking. Children of God were founded in 1968 by rogue preacher David Berg in Huntington Beach, California.
Have a look at a picture of him, Ben.
David Berg, because I can't.
He's going to be a worm.
What's he look like?
He's going to be
rogue preacher.
Yeah.
How are we spelling his name?
David and then Berg.
I've got a feeling he's going to look classy.
You think?
He's going to have glasses.
Type in
on.
maggot.
Maggot with glasses. See what comes
David
up.
Berg. He's going to have blonde hair.
David Berg.
He's going to be.
Huntington
He's
Beach,
going to
California.
have a funny haircut. I know that. He's going to have glasses and a weird
I'm
haircut.
actually picturing Danny DeVito.
That doesn't quite.
No,
Do it.
that is not him.
I told you he looked
That's David Berg.
told you he looked classy.
Oh, mate.
He's
I
fucking-
mean, he looks like a cult leader.
He's happy, isn't he?
Look at that. How can you grow a beard like that but not grow sideburns? Oh, yeah.
yeah.
See right through you, Davey.
Yeah.
I see what's going on here. For the audio listeners,
Have you got
David
any
is
pictures
groping
where
a
this
woman.
fucking cunt's not smiling?
Isn't it? You little fucking...
Yeah, he's not smiling in this one.
Like, what
That's
about the?
Fuck, hang on a minute. Right, so
Oh,
David
come
is
on.
surrounded by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 women.
Is that a hand?
No
in his
bras.
hand?
They're all pregnant,
I think
aren't they?
that's a hanky. They are. They do.
What's going on here?
I feel like
David.
he's leveled up on his other pictures in this
Yeah.
picture.
He's gone from a preacher to a fucking pimp.
He's got a
yeah.
pimp stick, yeah.
He's got a
He's got a
fucking
pimp hat.
cane.
He's got
Pimp Kane?
He's got a filter on or something, can he?
Got the black and white
going
filter
on?
going.
Oh man, what are they doing?
These are
For the audio listeners, he's gone from like a kind of crazy hermit-looking preacher to Colonel Sanders of KFC fame. Shout out.
Imagine Colonel Sanders, but instead of being surrounded by nuggets, he's surrounded by hot women.
The hot women are nuggets, no arms, no legs.
That's my
Just-
seven.
A lot of chicks.
That's my 7.
What was it?
That's my
He was a preacher, this guy.
Yeah. Preaching God's word. Initially called Teens of Christ, later Children of God. They even had a banner on a
But I
bus.
thought that said children of COD.
Call of Duty.
They love it. They love
Just
it.
a big Xbox bonanza.
Yeah.
360 no scopes for days.
Was founded in 1968 by rogue preacher David Berg in Huntington Beach, California. Attracting young runaways and hippies, Berg preached a kind of worship that combined the ways of Jesus Christ with the free love movement of the 1960s. Group living, zealous... zealous proselytizing, whatever the fuck that is, and isolated communes were all pillars of the Children of God Church. Members amounted to 15,000 people across the world at its peak. Also, like, you got to bear in mind, like, this was obviously like pre-Instagram days. I mean, to get a solid following,
Yeah,
that's,
pre-gram.
that's going to take an effort. You know, if Children of God were to try it
You're going
today,
to need a bus.
they'd be verified
You
in a week.
definitely need some kind of touring machine.
Yeah,
And
which
it
they
looks-
had. They got a double decker.
I've got to say, the rebrand was probably a great idea because Teens for Christ is just.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That screams paedophilic
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But Children of God is better.
Children of God sounds a little bit more innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
Oh,
that look
God.
innocent to you?
No, it really doesn't. I'm
Children
quite
of-
disturbed by what I've just said.
Children of COD.
Children
Yeah.
of
Might
God.
be a fish and chip van.
That's it.
50,000 people used to live here.
15,000 people.
Now it's a cult town.
Now it's a content.
We have members who amounted to 15,000 across the world at its peak, didn't work, and children didn't go to school. So all the members were just in this cult doing their own thing. The COG, the
It
children
didn't
of-
work. They didn't. The
Yeah.
fuck do they get like survive and get
I know.
money and
I don't
were they
remember.
stealing?
Is that on the rob? wasn't it?
yeah, out on the road.
Oh, the children, fucking hell, the children of God didn't believe in the nuclear family, you know, mum, dad, kids. So children were grouped together and lived separately from their parents. In the late 1970s, Children of God became notorious for the sexual practices that one of Berg's own daughters later described as religious prostitution. Berg coined the term flirty fishing. You got to follow the fish. A sexual practice in which women would allegedly have sex with men to bring them into the cult. So Berg would be like, out you go.
That was his weapon to get them in.
He sent the women out to have sex with the men to bring him in. Berg promoted and encouraged the sexualization. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Berg promoted and encouraged the sexualization of children within the Children of God community. As Berg manipulated the Children of God family with his sadistic practices, members started leaving the community, including the family. Oh! Including the families of Joaquin Phoenix. This is the cult Joaquin Phoenix was in.
Oh shit!
And Rose McGowan, who both grew up in the Children of God communes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've heard of this.
Yeah, Joaquin
yeah,
Phoenix. He
yeah.
was like growing up as a kid. Like
Yeah.
he lost his virginity to other. This is horrible, but to other kids at like the age of like 11 and shit. Because
Yeah.
it's fucking terrible.
No,
This is the
heard-
Wack- yeah.
Is it another actress who is?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
Rose McGowan's in it as
Yeah,
well.
I've heard about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're saying like it's just all. It's all just very fucked up.
So fucked
Yeah.
up. I didn't realise this was the one that he was in and she was in. But yeah, they both grew up in it. Former Children of God members began coming forward in the early 90s, describing an environment that permitted and encouraged physical and sexual abuse of young children. Rick DePay appeared on a talk show in 1993 and revealed that he'd been ordered... Fucking, I can't even read that out. DePay later committed suicide, like many other members of the group, including Berg's son Ricky Rodriguez, who was abused throughout his life by his father and the group. This whole group is just fucked.
Is that this cunt's dead in it? The guy.
Yes, so-
Thank fuck for that.
Is this a village or is this like a fucking? How did this? Was this just like a?
I think it's just like a kind of a way of life because
Yeah.
they stretched across the globe.
But that's what I'm saying. Were they
Or the
would they, like,
plane,
drive-
David, we never forget.
Do they like drive across the country? Like, I don't
They usually
understand-
set,
I don't
in the
understand how
60s.
how
They
it
kind
works.
of all set up in one place, and then it kind of grew, and then obviously that one escalated with that many people. It just probably grew into other places.
How the fuck does this shit go under the radar?
I know, it's mad. But although Berg did die in 1994 and he was under FBI investigation, the Children of God cult continued to exist and now goes by the name Family International, although the group claims that the horrific practices are a thing of the past.
Just fucking sack it off.
Exactly.
You just
losers.
would not.
No,
yeah.
Why would you even be associated with that?
Yeah.
Go start Family International, completely separate, like not even anything to do with it. Don't rebrand.
That's like the Nazi saying.
I was going to say,
yeah. Oh, you know, I know it was bad, but we've changed our name. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you got all the same principles and morals.
With the Mancies now. With the Mancies.
Yeah. All that World War II shit, ignore that.
Yeah.
Ignore that. It's like,
Family, I mean,
me.
again, don't know anything about them, but
who's using that company?
go fuck
I
yourself.
know.
That's fine.
Who's using that IP?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, that's the Children of God. But we'll go to a break. I think everyone at home needs to just refresh after that one. Go and go throw some cold water on your face and come back for a bit more cult spice. Atma, how's it going? I'm here to talk about becoming an Atma VIP. Now, you might see on your YouTube a join button. If you don't, there is a link in the description. If you hit that join button, you'll become an Atma VIP. Now, with that, you will get a one-off sign-up free t-shirt. The design looks a little bit like this. You will also get access to an exclusive members-only podcast once a month, and we have a members-only Discord channel as well. And just as a bonus, you'll get some cool badges and some emotes of our faces and other things that you can put in live chats and in the comments section. So there we go, guys. That is $4.99. You get a free t-shirt upon sign up, an exclusive monthly podcast, that exclusive membership-only Discord channel, which we will jump in and out of every now and then, and the badges and emotes. Thank you so much. If you want to become a VIP, hit that join button or the link down below. See you soon, guys.
5,
I fucking never come back in.
3,
We do this for the second half as well.
1.
How we doing? We're back. We're back with more cults. The next one, a lot of people will have heard of this. If you haven't, I am shocked. It's the Manson family. Charlie Manson. There's so many fascinating things. There's a lot of conspiracies surrounding this as well. Yeah, apparently Manson was, I think, victim of MK Ultra.
Yeah, I've heard that.
There's a lot of rumors that the CIA were heavily involved in what was going on with Manson and stuff, and keeping tabs on him and stuff, and just let him get on with whatever the fuck he was up to. But the Manson family itself was like a commune and cult led by Charles Manson. It was active in California between the late 60s and early 70s. They set up, I believe, in like a previously used
Set,
movie set,
right.
which was quite interesting. You can still go there to this day. Only consists of about 50 followers, very humble, and they used they used a lot of hallucinogenic drugs, LSD, all the time. And I think it was actually MK Ultra that kind of put him on that path, if you like. Yeah. Most were young women from middle-class backgrounds, many of whom were radicalized by Manson's teachings and drawn by hippie culture and communal living. Soon after his release from prison in 1967, Manson, who had been institutionalized or incarcerated for more than half of his life at this point, began attracting acolytes in the San Francisco area. With these, his so-called family, he later moved, like I say, to a rundown ranch movie set in San Fernando Valley. According to group member Susan Atkins, the members of the family were convinced that Manson was the manifestation of Jesus Christ himself and believed in his prophecies concerning an imminent apocalyptic race war. Now, this race war, I think it was a lot to do with the Black Panthers at the time, and it was really heating up. His idea was basically to have like this little community, pretty much live underground while this apocalyptic race war rages.
Yeah.
And then after like
Pop up.
yeah, after it's all happened, pop up and essentially kill off whoever's left. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like really third party and just finish them off and then rule the world essentially. But in 1969, under Manson's orders, followers Tex Watson, Susan Atkins, and Patricia Krenwinkel entered the home of Hollywood actress Sharon Tate, who was pregnant at the time, and murdered her and 4 others in what I believe was quite
horrific.
Yeah, it was an absolute massacre. Linda Kasabian, who was also present but did not take part. Members of the Manson family were also responsible for a number of other murders, assaults, petty crimes, and thefts. The interesting thing about Charles Manson, I believe he never actually killed anyone.
There. Yeah.
He always got other people
which is
to do it.
Fucking hell, like that. Whatever he was doing, well, obviously I know everyone's on drugs and shit, but that's some next level persuasion.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It's insane.
That's what I'm saying. He's got such power over people, and you never really hear of anyone who's got the power over people and they kind of do good.
Yeah,
because I suppose it isn't good because they've got the power over the people, which is sort of. But yeah, they always do some bad shit with it, don't they? So they're doing good.
It's never used for good. Always used for evil.
Unless you never know where.
Trying to think of some like really influential like charity people that maybe like get
maybe just some good business people or something like maybe like that.
Yeah.
People who've got influence over people who they get to come and work for them and they do it as like a positive thing or something. But yeah, these ones always seem to end pretty bad.
Yeah. Did you find any good cults, Ben, when you had a little Google? Nothing. See, never ends well. Never ends well.
I just found like 8 things to become a cult or something like that.
Oh, brilliant. We'll have to follow.
You're making notes.
Yeah.
We'll have to follow the steps.
First thing is to steal, apparently.
So,
no, it's
not.
For you. No.
Oh, right. Oh, my
get
God.
people to steal for you. Is that actually it?
No. Just going off the first 10 minutes.
Oh,
Mate, if it actually said that.
is there
I'd
a
actually
thing
quite
of how
freaked
to
out.
make a cult? What's it called? WikiHow or whatever it is.
Have you heard about
Cults for dummies.
what's his name? Jared Leto. You know, the actor
Yeah.
and 30 Seconds to Mars singer. He's apparently, I don't know.
He has a following.
Allegedly, he's gone a bit cult-ish. Like he had no idea for the first 3 months of coronavirus. He had no idea that it happened because him and his people were up in the mountains doing a 2-month silence retreat where you couldn't speak or anything. No communication with the outside world, no speaking to each other. And then they came down from their mountainous silence retreat and obviously the world was in lockdown and shit, which is pretty mad. But yeah, apparently he's gone a bit screw with.
Imagine they all just went up there and didn't say nothing.
Just silence.
I mean,
Bit weird, isn't it?
I'd probably go.
Bit of peace and quiet.
Yeah.
What happens if you spoke like you just get kicked out?
What if you
talk?
speak?
Yeah.
If you sneeze, get out. How do you get people to leave, though? You can't tell them, can you?
You can't tell them.
You just have to throw them down the mountain. Yeah.
Just
Get out.
point
And you're like-
angrily.
It'd be like a massive game of charades.
Someone must have fucking said something. Someone must have said something.
You think
The thing is,
Imagine on the way up must have been so uncomfortable.
Also, I'm not being funny. Imagine being like, fucking hell, that's Jared
you
Leto.
don't need to do
But you
2
can't say
months. Just do a day of not speaking. That's
Innit?
enough. 2
Innit?
months.
2
Yeah,
months.
just silence.
It's ridiculous.
I mean,
Just quickly Google that, Ben. Just Google Jared Leto cult. Because he's
What does it get you there? Like
Nothing-
2 months or something.
Nothing comes up, just silence.
yeah, the cult of Jared Leto.
Maybe you just plays the sound of silence and that's it for the entire trip.
Maybe. Last year,
I don't think I
Jared
could do
Leto
that.
and his band, 30
I
Seconds
wouldn't
to
be able
Mars,
to do that.
started a cult.
Can't even do it now.
They're called The Echelon.
they always have to have a.
That sounds like a fucking cult.
To be fair, Jared
Yeah.
Leto does look like Jesus. In massive sunglasses, granted, but look, I mean, yeah, look,
Oh, mate.
Do you know what I mean?
It's his hippie, got hippie
he
shit.
love it though. Look,
It's
he's
got
about to walk on water.
Oh, hold on. Yeah,
At least
look, what-
Jesus could speak.
there's no guys there.
This is it.
They're all women.
This is it.
He's like,
Cult of the puss once again. Every time.
He's a bit weird, isn't he?
Oh, mate. Look at that. He's 50 as well. He just doesn't age.
He's 50.
He's 50. Jared Leto's 50.
Is he?
Yeah.
I know he's old.
49.
He's 50.
Yeah.
49,
He fucking have a
49.
laugh.
Yeah.
Fair
He
play.
doesn't age. He's a vampire.
No, he's got-
If he came out as a vampire, I mean, I know he's playing Morbius, but
Go
that would be on brand.
Oh yeah, he's doing the vampire.
Yeah.
50.
Go to
I know.
go to the cult picture again, Ben, or go to one of them.
Is there
Literally,
any
yeah.
more?
So that's all. That's all.
That's a good photo.
A range of.
That is
That's-
cool.
I
isn't it?
mean,
Yeah, I mean, he does look like
Oh,
Jesus.
that's definitely
If
going
we
on.
do live shows,
Oh, mate.
should we all dress like that?
That's
Hello! Look at this.
Fuck off.
It's like,
Hold on. So
There is a bloke there.
there's
He's got a
one
Marvel
dude.
t-shirt.
Oh no, there's two. So he's basically said, "I want all the women to come," and then just
What's he doing there? Is he just
It's like-
like just
Two other
sat there
guys.
doing
we'll let,
fuck all?
we'll let two guys in so it doesn't look weird.
To be fair, right? If you're not allowed to speak,
he's full of shit. He's got a
you
mic.
wouldn't. You wouldn't have.
He's full of shit.
He has got a
He's
mic,
fucking sitting in the room. Everyone looking, holding a mic. You're a liar, mate. I just caught you out.
And it starts.
Yeah.
And like, what's the crap with White anyway? Sorry, bro, to interrupt.
Why has he got a Marvel on his t-shirt? I'd have like, all right, mate.
He looks-
Just point to it.
Yes.
The other one, that.
Got any drugs?
The other one looks like I'm pretty sure that's a Hobo Jack t-shirt. The other guy in the front.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
there
Oh,
really?
mate, if it is it?
Come across. We have
Does
got.
look a little bit.
We've
like
got a
that.
t-shirt like that.
Oh, cool.
Have we
Snake.
actually?
Yeah, with a snake. Yeah.
Oh, please.
So everyone's
That
in
would be
white.
so cool.
What white? Obviously, you have to wear white.
Yeah.
So there's two guys there. Like,
Is that David
Overwhelmingly
Beckham?
women.
2,000 women.
Fucking hell, man.
like-
I wonder how much the tickets were. I bet they were steep.
Look at
But
me.
he
Cult of
went up there
Jared
for
Leto.
2 months.
I think so, yeah.
Look, that guy.
He's so
look at
happy,
The
that guy,
Marvel
isn't he?
guy
He's
is
so
buzzing.
happy.
Yeah,
he's buzzing.
He is
Look
happy
at
to be
him.
there.
Of course he is. Look at the ratio.
I know. And his mate.
Got a chance, eh?
Look, he's got his wingman.
Oh, what little trucker hat?
He's
in
got
the
his
background.
wingman there as well.
That's a Hobo Jack trucker hat, isn't it?
Was that the Hobo Jack t-shirt there?
That's an alien.
Oh, it's an Atma t-shirt.
That's it.
Oh, she's wearing pink at the back.
Oh.
Get out.
She was executed.
She's talking though. She's talking.
Get out.
Can hear
That's
it.
once
She
he's,
was Exodus.
once he's slammed one of them, they have to put the pink on, so he knows which ones.
I've
Yeah.
conquered this.
Defeated that one.
Fucking conquered.
Oh, Leto.
You know that's
Dear,
how
oh
he'd say
dear.
it though. So it wouldn't be.
Is
like,
there any more
I
pictures
slept
then?
with that person.
Yeah.
I've conquered
I
the
need
puss.
more pictures here.
Fuck's
Need
And
more.
so none of them had corona. Yeah, it was. Look how close you all are.
Yeah.
And it was rife.
Maybe that's where it started. Oh fucking
Oh,
hell!
mate.
I tell you, whoever the photographer was, fucking decent.
I mean, he's going to be taking photographs. So
Framing
that would
is
be a shutter noise.
exquisite.
It looks a bit like a bit wedding-y, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, can we get you in the shape of a heart, please?
Oh, there's a few of them doing the old God thing at the back with
Well, I
the
don't get.
arms in
How
the air.
did the photographer arrange everyone?
That is
Yes.
well in it. They're literally like, and either
suppose
side,
that,
you've got
yeah.
about two, three people spaces either side. Are so well framed.
I definitely think they were all chatting.
Yeah.
Oh,
No way. How can you just be silent for 2 months?
Unless I know what happened, right? Jared's gone, right, we'll all go up to the mountains for 2 months.
It's his own
So-
island.
yeah.
He bought an island.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He's
bought.
gone, look, I've paid for the island, everything's paid for, just no talking for 2 months, and everyone's gone, right, mate, yeah, cool, no worries. And then, like, he's fucked off out the room, they've all gone, right, whenever anyone's around Jared, no
don't
one
talk.
speak.
Yeah.
But when he's fucked off
Yeah,
and gone
we
to
all
bed
have a chat.
early, we'll all have a fucking party. It's all paid for, it's all free.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
they've mugged him right off, haven't they?
Mars
Yes.
Island.
See, they're leaning into it as well. That's what we've got to start
Yes,
doing.
this is a cult.
It's weird that he's using a 30 Seconds to Mars account.
Is that
The
legit?
rest of the band
So
members
say
like, what the
30
fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, you've fucked us.
Is that what it's called? 30 Seconds to Mars?
That's his-
Yeah, it's their
That's
band.
band,
Yeah.
Oh.
They're actually pretty decent, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they were until
I do like them.
Yeah.
until they did a
I
cult.
mean, 30 seconds.
Until they did a cult.
30 seconds to Mars. 30.
That's what people be saying about this. I
30
did
condoms,
enjoy the
30-second
podcast
condoms.
until they did that fucking cult thing.
And anything
He's
about
got a
the cult?
fucking endless, well, you know.
He loves
endless.
white. He loves wearing white stuff.
Yeah, he do. He do.
Jared Leto.
Yeah, he do.
Jared Leto spent $5 million on a former military compound. What the fuck is this guy up to?
He's up to something.
He's
Isn't
starting his own fucking
I don't trust
army.
him.
He's got nukes.
Oh man, I think like he is a vampire, right? And what he's doing is he's rebuilding the vampire species. Is infecting everyone, and then he's just going to take over. He's militarizing, and he's going to take over the world.
Unless
silence.
It's marketing, you know.
Yeah,
unless it's
probably
just getting like, you know. Imagine if we started being like, you know, Atma the army, and then like we actually start putting up like fucking pictures of us like dressed as.
We've got AKs and that.
Yeah.
And then there's like,
We've got a militia.
Yeah, then there's like, you know, we're in like
I'll
a
be up for
forest and there's loads of birds. People would be like, fucking hell, they're actually fucking doing this shit big time. And then,
Please, can we do a cult?
what I mean,
photo shoot?
let's just pretend.
Need to
do
a
it.
cult
Yeah.
fucking.
Get a load of the models you use a Hovo Jack. Just get them all there, and we'll just be in our Jesus.
Because we'll just play into it. Do you know what I mean? It'll be the marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just marketing.
And then we'll just do an Atma
30
cult.
seconds to market.
Yeah, that's all it is. There's nothing else going on here. An Atma brand, yeah. Metal poker. Searing. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so that was a bit of Manson, and Jared Leto, he's fucking up to something. He's up to something.
Yeah.
Lozzie,
He's
would
gotta
you
be.
like to take the floor with a bit of Scientology?
Allegedly, possibly, maybe.
Cool. Let's hit it. What have you got?
Right, so I think it's probably safe to just go through what they say.
Okay, yeah.
Scientology.
Yep.
is.
Yeah. Take it with a pinch of salt.
Just the Tom Cruise thing.
Tom
yeah?
Cruise, John Travolta, they love it, don't they?
Oh, John Travolta's in there as well.
Yeah.
There's a bit of controversy around.
Yeah,
Him
did
and
you hear
his
about his
son
son?
and-
Yeah.
yeah.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
I know that. What?
Slipped in the bath and died, didn't he, or something?
No, yeah, it's to do with I think it's to do with the blood.
Trying to bring him back, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's.
It's a
Rather
touchy
than
subject.
rather than we butcher it, just we'll look it up after. We'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's mad.
Right. Scientology teaches that people are immortal spiritual beings who have forgotten their true nature. Scientology's central mythology developed around the original notion of the Thetan, Thetan. In Scientology, the Thetan is the individual expression of Theta. It's the cosmic source. It's the cosmic source of life force. The Thetan is the true human identity, rendering human as pure spirit and godlike. The religions, in quotation marks, mythology holds the belief that in the primordial past, Thetans applied their creative abilities to form the physical universe. So basically, they're saying that their followers created the universe.
Yeah.
So
We're like
they're
alien. We're
superior
basically
beings.
alien souls
Yeah.
trapped on this planet.
Yeah.
Is like the Scientology thing.
Yeah. To call it Scientology, it's like
Yeah.
you got religion and you got science.
Yeah, you
two
can't-
very. Don't fucking lean
So
into
they're
like
alien
yeah.
souls. We're trapped
Here
alien
in
souls.
these bodies, but we're actually Thetans, which are from the universe.
Don't get me wrong, it's a fucking cool story and like really good.
Whoa,
Cool story, bro.
cool reality. I think you mean.
Well, that's what they'd lead you to believe. What do you guys think? Fucking horseshit or
Right.
Possible.
I tell you my issue with Scientology is essentially pay to win. The more you pay, the higher up you go, the better. You know what I mean?
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Tom Cruise is like given
Elite.
allegedly like millions to this organisation.
That's probably like I'm gonna get in trouble with it. It's probably like most religions, isn't it?
Yeah, the old 10%.
Like you got a load of money and
Yeah.
you start like
Flexing on the
flexing.
church.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
oh, the church needs a new roof. I got ya.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you're not going to be in there with the paupers.
I'm going to be
when
on
you
the
go in.
council.
I mean, I don't even go to church. So I have
What
no
do
idea.
they? The thing is, do they have churches and that, or do they what?
Yeah, they have churches.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
They have this.
look at that.
That is.
I walked past that.
See that
That's
don't
pretty
look.
mental.
That doesn't look.
It looks like a shitty old hotel.
No, that's what it
with
don't.
Scientology.
It
written
doesn't look very like. If you just said the Scientology building, I was expecting like
Glass.
glass, like fucking.
They've got all over.
It looks like Vegas.
That's what I mean. It's very.
They got loads of like little shops where you can go in.
Makes
for,
sense
like,
for pay to win.
stuff
It's
like
very
It looks
narrow,
cheap.
isn't it? Like
Yeah.
fair play to if you're going to do
that. It does
religion.
look cheap, doesn't it?
It
Yeah.
looks cheap.
Yeah.
It's come out of nowhere, innit? It's like I mean, it wasn't about fucking 1,000 years ago, so it's
I
like
think
you
it's
just
in the last 20,
Why is
30
it
years.
blue?
Yeah. Did you see that Louis Theroux documentary?
I haven't seen it.
He was trying to
really
delve
good.
into it, and he was like being followed by like blacked out cars and shit, and like they're very.
They've got money, ain't they?
Oh yeah,
I know
a lot. Yeah,
I know, like Grant Cardone.
Is it Ron
puts
Howard? Ron
puts
Hubbard?
money into
Well, that's
them.
fucking. If Tom Cruise is putting a load of money in, then you've got people to drive around.
It's a fair representation of most religions.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the money. Yeah.
Just, like,
Pay to win.
Pay to win. Just because most religions, you end up
You give a bit.
some way, shape, or form you pay, don't you?
Yeah. Pay 10%. Become a choir boy. Ooh, dear. But yeah. You say there's like a hierarchy in laws, isn't there?
Yeah,
like
just
pay to win.
Literally, just before I go into that, I don't know if you remember, last year, I don't know, it was doing the rounds in the news where Tom Cruise, who's 58, by the way.
Is he?
58.
All right, Scooby.
To be fair, I'm not shocked at that. He does look like Jared Leto. I thought he was like in
20.
his 20s.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, I'm like,
I know he's been about.
around,
He has
been
been
around,
about.
yeah.
But he's nearly 60 though.
Yeah.
He looks good, man.
but
Yeah, he does.
Mate, he looks fucking... Oh,
Still does all his own stunts.
that's it.
He's been
For
knocking around
58.
for 60 years.
Well,
That's mad, isn't it?
he's actually been here for like 40,000
Mate,
years.
they're holy water.
Yeah.
It's doing good, isn't it?
But
Is that his
anyway,
missus?
I
Or is
don't
that an
know.
actress? That's
Yeah,
an
no,
actress.
it's-
That's girlfriend.
I
What-
don't.
What's going on with Tom Cruise?
Anyway, he was on the set of London Mission Impossible, like in London, the Mission Impossible film he was filming.
They're good
And-
movies.
He was caught on tape like berating these people for not wearing masks during COVID, and he
Really?
like went like absolutely hammer. Basically said like, if I see you without masks again, you're sacked. You're gonna get fired from this film, and I'll make sure you never work anywhere again.
Jesus Christ.
Basically, been a cunt about it. I mean, he probably had like you want people to be wearing masks, but
It was a pandemic.
Yeah.
but this
Never forget.
yeah, but Leah Remini, who I'll talk about, she's got a lot of shit
yeah.
to do with
The
the
old
Scientology.
whistleblower.
She was a former Scientologist. Came out, she's saying that anything you hear, like in support of wearing masks or COVID restrictions, anything like that, is total bollocks. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They want to be seen as being like presentable, good
Right.
PR.
Yeah.
Like the way that comes across to me is like, I totally believe that. Why the fuck? If they believe they're such high, like thetans, they believe that they are higher beings. Why the fuck would they give a shit about a virus?
Yeah.
It's
Like that.
true.
He's probably just bothered about that. He don't want it being cancelled, does he? It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
He don't care about the masks.
But he's got to pay his Scientology bill each month, doesn't he? So
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
pretty steep.
And,
Yeah.
And he's high ranking, isn't he? So it's,
He is.
he's a fucking top ranker.
that's why he's still fucking working.
He's a top ranker.
That's why he does his own stunts. He can't afford to get a stuntman in.
unless here's a conspiracy. What if he owns it?
He may well do.
What if he's just a front man and he owns it and he's like,
the
do you know what I
big
mean?
dog.
He's getting all that money,
mate.
putting it into his films, and he owns it. He's the
He
front
is
man.
Scientology.
He is Scientology.
He is Mr. Thetan.
Because I never really heard about it until he said about it. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, John Travolta might be getting like a backhander.
Yeah,
It's like
apparently,
his prime moment.
apparently John Travolta and Tom Cruise don't. Well, no, John Travolta doesn't really like Tom Cruise because like Tom Cruise is like the golden boy, and
Yeah,
John
yeah.
Travolta's just like there.
Yeah.
You know.
I didn't even know John was in there.
John, if
He's
you're
in.
watching,
He's fucking in.
we
Oh,
do
he's in.
care.
Yeah, he's
He's
in.
in.
We do
They
care.
have got, to be fair, because they both like their planes and all that, don't they?
Yeah.
So, I think John Travolta's got a
Yeah,
runway.
he's got
In,
a
yeah,
plane.
in his runway in his back garden.
Yeah. So
He doesn't have a car. He just has a
He's got a fucking
jumbo
airport.
got
That's fucking
Because
mad.
yes, but then obviously
got a
Tom
licensed
Cruise did
airport.
do Top Gun, so it's like,
Yeah.
he was the on-screen.
It's a bald John Travolta.
Yeah, he's been bald, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Is he
Oh,
fully
poor
bald
fucker.
now?
He's been bald for
Yeah, he's
ages.
been
Has
bald.
he?
He's embraced it.
What is going on?
Do you not follow John Travolta anymore?
No.
You still think he looks like he did in Greece?
Where's
the
when I watched him in
profile?
Greece,
Yeah, he had all his hair.
really good hair.
Mate, the last time I saw John Travolta was in Swordfish.
Face off.
Swordfish, great
Yeah.
movie.
That only come out a couple of weeks ago.
One of
didn't it?
those recent films
Yeah.
come out.
I mean, him and Nicolas Cage.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, Face
Face
Off.
Off.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
fucking...
yeah.
Was
His
that Tom
best film.
Cruise?
Tom Cruise.
No, that's okay.
fucking what's his name?
Mate,
John Travolta.
you just reminded me. Swordfish. What a fucking movie.
That's a good film.
Yeah. Fucking. Well, not Samuel L. Jackson. Fucking. What's his name? Wolverine.
I know him.
Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, it's the Jack bit that got me. Yeah, go on. What's his pay scale?
So again, Leah Remini saying this.
Yeah.
So don't come at me. As you get higher in the science,
Let's imagine like Scientology just coming for you.
John Travolta, I'm so sorry.
Bring Lozzie down.
Yeah.
As you get higher in the Scientology church, you're
Blaming it on Leah
expected.
Remini. It's all Loz.
It's not.
John Travolta sitting there going, it's that motherfucker. It ain't Leah Remini. It's that motherfucker. That is Leah Remini. They swap faces. Like, John, calm down, mate.
He's got a cunt.
Face Off isn't real.
Face Off 2.
Oh fucking hell! I know. Do you know, if it leads to a film, Face Off 2, fuck it, come at me.
I'll take it.
This time is personal. As you get higher in the Scientology church, you're expected to consistently take courses. Beginner courses cost around $650, escalating into the thousands as you get higher. To reach the OT levels, which they describe as operating thetan levels. Not only that,
It's like OG. I'd be up there.
If you would join Scientology, you would be so in there, mate, wouldn't you?
I mean, like, this is what all the church should do this shit.
Levels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They put me up.
The level 55 vicar.
fuck the beginner. I'm going OT, motherfucker.
You know what I mean? What are you? You're just a fucking
do you get
choir,
like
level 3 choir boy.
Do you get any?
Yeah.
Can people? Can you get like a little badge or?
Nah, you get like a pass for like
Chevron or
two
something.
molestations a year. Maybe. Allegedly, possibly, maybe. Anyway, not only that, but you're concurrently shelling out big dough for audits, $800 per hour, and Dianetics books. A package of books costs an average $4,000
For books.
along the way.
Dianetics.
Isn't
Media
that-
nuns
it-
and
is it Dianetics? Isn't that the psychological testing that they put you through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's like 4,000 on some
For
books.
books. I mean, I went to
How many
uni. Like, the books
NFTs
aren't
can you
cheap,
buy?
but they're not that fucking expensive.
That's it.
Dianetics. Yeah, the modern
There's a
science
good
of
book
mental health.
on Dianetics.
Oh, did you see?
Yeah, it costs 4,000 quid.
I watched an interview, funnily enough, with Tom Cruise recently. I went down a rabbit hole, all about Scientology and that. He went fucking mental in an interview about 15 years ago, about how like depression and mental illnesses and chemicals in the brain, like, it's like, that's bollocks. That's not true. That's not real. It's all, Dianetics is the way that, there's no such thing as chemical imbalances. And he just fucking went off about all this stuff. It's like, whoa, man. Like, you're a cool actor, but fucking hell, man, that is like some ignorant shit that you're chatting there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck me. And this is all links into this Dianetics, which is there.
As he's releasing chemicals in his brain.
Yeah, getting angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's fucking crazy. But yeah, sorry, like you were saying about the levels. I just remembered watching that. It was literally like about 3 days ago.
I do like the idea of levels, though. Don't like. Some,
Love it.
Yeah.
That's what gets people in, I think.
Oh, it is. I
You
think
start
it
at the
is.
bottom, you work your way up.
Yeah.
You get more people in at the bottom, which helps.
Yeah.
It's in the
It's
shape
like that
of
scene from The Office where he has to draw the pyramid on the photo.
I haven't looked into it, but I would like some sort of. I'd like people to know what courses I've passed. Like, do you know what I mean?
I want to apply this
Uniform.
to the Atma podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to, I want to look down on the dust miners.
Yeah.
I want to be like, I've been there, mate. I've mined
I've
dust.
took the course.
Not
We've all-
mine dust.
Well, there is Scientology London if you want to join, Dan.
There you go.
Is that?
Yeah.
The thing I don't like them. I think a new one needs.
I like
to
the
be
blue
created.
building.
Yeah. And each
Church of
badge,
I like the old shitty old
each
hotel.
badge is an NFT.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And your dust miners would be at the bottom for sure. Oh, sorry, yeah, go on.
Yeah, so basically, if you
London.
want to reach the top, the chances are you're looking at spending on additional courses and more spending. There is no other religion. This is Leah Remini's words. There is no other religion that I know of that requires 2.5 hours of your day minimum, and $250,000 minimum at least for 40 years of your life.
Fucking
I can
hell.
probably think of about 3 religions that are like
Yeah.
exactly the same
Is it-
format.
is
Hold on. What did it? 2 hours of your day
Mm.
and $250,000 for 40 years of it.
Over 40 years of your life, I think. Yeah.
That's not that bad, is it?
Let's have a look.
There are certain religions that you have to give a lot of your time for. You don't get paid. You have to knock on a lot of doors.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, if you think like the vicar, he gives all day, and how much does he? It's not how much he's not. It's not that he's not getting paid. It's how much is he losing? How much could he be earning in that time?
There's lots of religions that, like, say, you have to give a lot of time, effort to. You don't get any.
350,000 hours.
You don't get any. Yeah, I don't want to say any because I don't want to piss loads of people off. But
Christianity.
There's a. Just have a little Google.
I mean, when that little fucking plate comes around, you know what I mean? Yeah. They don't want to hear the rattle of change. They want to hear the soft drop of a note.
Religions.
They love it, don't they?
Essentially, like it runs on a business model. Fun
little fact. When I first went to church, I didn't really understand what was going on. I was actually trying to take money from. So yeah,
and then a level 50 vicar took you into round the back.
Yeah. I got
we won't talk about that.
Jesus,
level 50.
Yeah.
Well, he's a level 50, so Johnny, you go let your ass fucking heave out. Don't even think about telling anyone about what you've learned as you ascend either. That's considered confidential information to Scientologists. Yeah. And there's $100,000 fine anytime someone reveals details about Scientology teachings and beliefs to anyone outside the organisation.
The most stupidest thing I've ever heard.
No, but it's actually it's quite good, right? Because you could go in.
Jimmy's full on Scientology.
No, right? You could join in, right? How much do you say the lowest one? 650 quid.
Yeah, that's like the beginning course.
You dollars, so 450 quid.
Take 400 quid. You know, fucking. I've done that on a night out, right? 400 quid. You go in 400 quid, right?
Oh, there's my breakfast gone.
Someone's learning.
You go in 400 quid,
So
right?
relatable.
And then, but then no one knows that you're basic 400 quid. Yeah, you're fucking like you could just be like, oh, I'll tell you what, that top level course is difficult, isn't it? And you can just go around, and no one's allowed to like
to spoil it.
Say anything. They're like, they can't be like, you're not a level. I haven't seen you in there because no one knows.
Yeah, that's true.
Technically, it is a club that you can get in low level, but also be high level.
I reckon they just cater to your ego as well. So like, I don't even reckon the structure to the course. So I reckon like Tom Cruise is going in there and they're like, right, there's some basic level stuff, and they go through, and then they're just like, whatever he says, like, yeah, well done. That's like you've passed.
Yeah,
you've done, like no one gets this far.
Yeah,
but now you got the next one.
Now you have.
You got the next one.
Yeah,
it's 500,000 for this one.
Well, they make it up. They're like, Jimmy, he's really high.
Oh,
yeah, he's done some really good courses. I ain't. I've just done the 450
He's
quid.
dropped.
But they're saying that to Tom, so Tom gets jealous of me.
Yeah.
He keeps taking more courses.
You're too intelligent for these low-level courses. You want to go on the...
Yeah, you can skip. You have to pay, but you can skip.
I mean, Jimmy's dropped 400 quid on a night out, so... What are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I was trying to think of stuff for 400 quid, and I just couldn't think.
Jimmy's so disconnected. So it's 400 quid, what's that? A pint of milk? I don't know how much that costs.
Scientology is...
It's right up there. It's
it just takes
milk.
over your life. You lose...
Just minus 400 quid.
Yeah. I see that as a year's salary, and Jimmy's like, fucking...
I say spent. I mean, I was robbed. I lost my card and credit card fraud. So, but, just sounds better when you say that you've done it on a night out, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh dear.
Fucking Scientology.
Imagine not being able to tell like any of your friends, your family, or even like your husband or wife
for fear of $100,000.
But I wonder what the pros are to it. I wonder what. You know, obviously they're not going to tell you, but obviously if you're in, surely they're like, there's things where they're like, look, obviously if you get in a fight, you just ring up the Scientology number and
there's got to be some pros.
That's what I'm saying. There's got to be some cool little clubs and you know,
some access and there's got to be something to make you want to keep going back to it.
Spend the money.
Yeah. But the level thing is good.
Well, it's not you can't just go in on the levels. You know what I mean? They're going to have to do levels. But surely there must be
some parts.
Doesn't what's her name? Linda Ramirez or whatever her name is. Doesn't she? Well, she was
Linda
in there.
Ramirez.
What level did
Leah
she get
Remini.
That's like Keith fucking Lorenzo, whatever his name is. That's like one really British name, one really Spanish name. Linda Ramirez. Yeah, don't she get into anything any perks or anything? Or no, she just.
Well, she's out, so she's no longer that part of the church.
She's
so.
revoked.
Yeah, that's interesting. Also, obviously, she's come out and said all this shit about it, which was obviously would incur the fine. How the fuck are they going to serve her?
Yeah.
To be fair, like that is, I mean, she's come out and said she hasn't said anything that bad, really. It's not good, but it's not like.
How much is the fine?
There's worse. There's a lot.
Sure.
Look at what's going on.
She's probably
in
made that back.
It's not that bad.
Nah, it's not like they're fucking eating
kids.
I love how that's
until they stoop that low, just let them go on with it.
Let the cannibals reign.
That's it.
Yeah, she split from the church in 2013.
And she's just raked it in ever since.
I mean, she said
like,
it herself. She's done like three seasons.
She's fucking making her membership fees back and then some.
Yeah.
Maybe she's still trying to pay the fine off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till John Travolta knocks on her front door and wants her face. She won't be so cocky there, will she?
Fuck's sake, man.
I need your face for the sequel.
I need your face. And your hair.
Linda Ramirez, I need your face.
He flies down.
Just when fucking John Travolta lands his Boeing 747 on your road and he's come to collect your face.
He turns up at her door and says, "You're the one that I want."
And he's like, I need your face.
Yeah. Do you know where he lived? It's a specific place built for planes, and he had to get the runway
airport
redone because it wasn't big enough for his plane. So rather than him getting a smaller plane to live there, I mean, it's already a place.
I love that, yeah.
Yeah, so he built a new runway for his Boeing 747.
Unless he just fucked it up. He's like, oh, fucking, I'm going to have to build a bigger runway for the plane. And then after, why don't you just get a smaller plane? And he's like,
oh, fuck.
Shit.
Probably cost more for the plane than the
could have been on the same level as fucking Tom Cruise.
So weird. Have you seen a picture of his ace with the plane?
No,
John Travolta's no.
John Travolta.
Get his gaff up, Ben. This is the
You'll
juice.
see the
this is the juice they want to see.
This is the juice.
Fucking hell.
God. Anyway, Linda Ramirez leaving the church there in 2013, otherwise known as Leah Remini. But I like Linda Ramirez.
I do.
A lot better.
She's the real fucking. She runs shit.
There you go.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Fuck.
So he had to have.
He bought all that land.
He had to have it built, and then that's his ace. He's got
a departure lounge.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he's got his mini plane. That's fucking.
Got his mini plane.
That's fucking.
The thing is, look, in the corner of
on?
that is an articulated lorry next to his fucking
which
plane,
just looks
which
like
shows how big his plane is.
Look how big his house must be.
I love the little turn bit.
Turn bit, yeah.
Just like.
Oh
That
my fucking god, that is insane.
The contract.
Where does he?
That is
Where
insane.
does he go?
Yeah, where would you actually be able to just fly that
I'm
plane?
just going to get some milk.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, look. There's no roads or anything. It's just fucking. They just jet about on the. I imagine there are some roads somewhere, but it's mainly planes.
Don't need roads, do you?
They just fly.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
Like you're a pimp when you live there. Imagine wanting to move house.
Yeah. You have to find someone who has a fucking plane for a start.
Yeah, you need to find someone who can fucking afford and fly their own Boeing 747.
But look, all these
It's a bit niche.
But then again, if I had enough money, I mean, I'd buy that.
It is cool.
Just drag racing all day, couldn't you?
Oh, yeah, we're planes.
Yeah.
It's a flex, isn't it? Like, because you got all those people living there with their big planes and that, all thinking that they're like weird, they're nuts, and then he just rocks up and like, well, I'm gonna build a fucking bigger runway, and I've got a jumbo jet and a plane the size of yours.
He's put the neighbouring airport out of business.
Yeah. I think it's even more of a flex if you live there. You don't even like planes. Do you know what I mean?
I fucking hate
He's had
planes.
it built just because.
I hate planes, but I just love runways.
But yeah,
Free flowing.
I mean, that was John Travolta at the end there, but that was some Scientology. Lots of
That's John in a nutshell, to be fair.
It all links.
That was cults.
And that was John Travolta on the line, guys. I'd love to get him on the pod.
There we go. That's some cults. Atma's making one. You've just heard about a load. But we're going to make a good one where we just get you to steal, not do anything worse.
Go on the rob.
But yeah, oh man, if you guys want a part 2 of this, please let us know. Hit that like button. Let us know some cults we can look at down below in the comments as well. We read them all. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. We will see you next time up the Atma.
Get on the rob.
Get on the rob.
Two.